for 5 years, I didn't use any compressors on any mixes, but
Really?
I use like saturation, I use limiters, I use other types of dynamic control. But I did 5 years without one compressor on a mix, and I started getting known as a person that doesn't compress. And like the sound of a lot of modern pop records is compression, right?
Well,
That's how people translate what that energy and that density feels like. So
do you mix into compression? Like, would there be compression on your master?
no, that I had none for 5 years.
So how do
Not-
you get
not one.
mixes? How are you making loudness competitive mixes without compression?
Well, they are getting
Mostly-
mastered, right? So there is compression in the mastering
but I'm
stage.
still delivering it
You're
at the loudness
delivering it.
that I would. But yeah, well, a compressor is dynamic control, right?
Right.
Do we get technical on this?
Yes, yes, yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes, very much.
Because I don't want to get too technical.
And
No,
I-
no,
and
I'm a
get
little
really
afraid of, like,
technical.
telling people
I also don't want to
what
glide
they
over
should do, kind of.
the point that you just made, which is that when you deliver the mixes to the mastering engineer, they're already at the level.
Pretty much the loudness that I would like
loudness
it to be
that you want it to
throughout
be
for a
at.
cohesive out. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in
give or take a dB or something.
So
Yeah.
you're not really looking for, or you're okay with the mastering engineer compressing your mix.
No, I would never want them to add a compressor to the mix.
So do you tell mastering
No.
engineers don't compress my mix?
Well,
Or you don't have to because you know
I don't,
them?
because I know I work with Dale Becker 99% of the time, and if
And he knows.
he would never think to do that.
Wow.
He would work within a different thing that we've worked out for 15 years.
Do they
working
limit the
together.
mix at all?
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
extra limiting for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
That's why it's using the word compression is where I'm being sensitive.
I see. So dynamics processing.
But during the era of not compressing, a compressor just limits dynamic range. It
Right.
controls dynamic range. So you just automate, or you clip gain. Now that Pro Tools and Logic and Ableton have the clip function, like
Right.
I would just go through a vocal and I would even out the vocals. Like, why do I need to compress a vocal when I can just like see the waveform and turn it up or down and make the thing cohesive?
That's really cool.
And you would
And
do
then you
that.
can use other elements to create that energy and aggression that compression might do, which like some saturation, like an exciter.
Yeah.
Ozone has a
Yes.
multi-band exciter. So,
Right.
well, if from compression you're getting like super high, dense upper mids on a vocal that sends it out through a mix because you want people to throw shit to the vocal, that to me is a more efficient way of getting that energy in that zone only without just smashing.